Hey guys, just before the actual video begins, this is Turbo from the future now, by the way, after I made this video, I actually played a little bit more of Anthem and unlocked the Storm Javelin class, which actually really increased my happiness with the game, actually. But while this video coming up is actually fairly negative, my thoughts remain more or less the same, still fairly sort of 50-50, leaning slightly more towards a negative experience with the demo. Having the Storm class suited my playstyle a lot more, I think, and so, bugs and all, I enjoyed the gameplay a fair bit more. Probably not enough to actually rekindle interest in the full game when it releases, but just because this video does come across pretty negative, I just wanted to add in that I enjoyed it slightly more with that class. But that said and done, guys, here is the original video that I was going to upload but then deleted to re-add this sort of pre-credits intro. Anyway guys, thank you and please do enjoy. Wow, what's the first message when I boot up the Anthem demo? All vanity items in the demo cost 25 coin. So, I mean, we knew there's probably going to be microtransactions, but wow, the first, tooltip I receive is something about cost of something. Nice. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Sorry, but it's not going to be very positive. I want to talk about the Anthem demo while it's still fresh in my mind. I'm going to set aside all the people whinging about the servers and stuff, even though there's really no excuse this day and age, especially when it's the VIP demo where they knew exactly how many people were going to be playing it, and with the extra keys, they would be able to work out by simple math how many people were going to be playing it. They knew the amount of pre-orders they had, surely. They knew the amount of people that are using the Origin frickin' early access monthly bullshit. They should have had an exact, if not very rough idea of how many people were likely to be playing, assuming 100% turnout from all the extra keys and all the VIPs and all the Origin access people. They would have known, whether it be 100,000, 200,000, whatever, there was going to be a set number. So they should have aimed for that set number to be ready for launch of the demo. Obviously not the full launch. I think that's going to be its own interesting kettle of fish when that comes around. But no guys, set aside all the usual complaints. What I really want to complain about is actual things to do with the game itself. Very, very early on, guys, with all the trailers and stuff that came out, I did say I was worried that it was just going to be Destiny with fancy suits. And unfortunately, in my opinion, that is exactly what we've got. It just plays like a third-person Destiny with a mech suit so you can fly around a little bit. Not for very long. I don't know about any upgrades for flying longer or anything. I assume there will be. But at least going by the demo, you cannot fly very high up at all, and you can't go down very far. There's a small underwater section in one part of the indoor cave sections. All the outside, even though there's waterfalls and stuff, there seems to be no water anywhere. Again, I don't know if that's just because it's a demo or what, but that struck me as a little bit odd, going by all the gameplay video we saw. But yes, they made a big deal about exploration and flying around and stuff, but it doesn't seem like you can fly very high up at all. You go so far up and you're immediately forced down by some kind of invisible wind until you get to a certain height and it forces you back down again. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but a bit disappointing that you don't seem to be able to go very high at all. You can't quite get to the tops of mountains or anything. Bit shit, in my opinion. Be nice to kind of fly, not literally unlimited, but at least a good height. I also had numerous connection issues where the game would just stop while you're in the middle of doing something, and then crash to desktop usually, or lost connection back to the main menu, but mostly it was crashed to desktop. You'd be flying around or, doing one of the quests and stuff, and then it'd just stop. Everything would be kind of moving, but on the spot, if you catch my drift, like a server disconnection, and then it would just crash to desktop. That happened 5 times in 2 hours, so that wasn't very good. Some of it was on my stream as well, so those of you that are like, you're just making up things to be mad about. Nope, it's all there. Numerous times I got stuck on scenery. There's a clip of, a moment of that in the stream. So, again, not making it up. You can watch one of the streams and skip to the point, or watch the whole thing if you want. I don't mind. I won't be playing again. And, unless I can get a friend at least to come along and suffer with me. Yeah, just overall, not impressed. It was very buggy. didn't really enjoy it at all. And yeah, just Destiny vibes. It just feels like Destiny 2.5, slightly more mechier suits rather than like a cool outfit sort of thing that you obviously get with Destiny. It's not really a mech suit, is it? It's a suit, but not really a mech suit. So yeah, disappointed, but not surprised. It is EA, after all. But I was really hoping that BioWare being BioWare might have been able to make something of this, and just so far they haven't. It's not cool at all. I think the old BioWare is long gone. The cool one hasn't really been spotted in the wild since Mass Effect 3, I would say. Mass Effect Andromeda was a big pile of wanky poo, and it just seems like I don't think BioWare can recover from it. I don't know how many of the original people from BioWare are still in effect at BioWare. I think most of them seem to have probably gone. At least that's what it feels like, and it's such a shame because BioWare used to be one of my favourite companies. The Knights of the Old Republic games, for example, some of my favourite games ever that I'll still go back and play now, even given how old they are. So yeah, my early impressions of Anthem, not overly great, and that's going by the actual game content that we have to play, not just, not being able to connect to the servers and all that stuff that you get at launch day, which you can complain about, but it's just like that, isn't it, unfortunately? And I'm not saying accept it, but it is just like that these days. And very, 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 very few games have what you could call 100% successful launch. But there's, a way to go about having a good launch. And that doesn't seem to have been done here for the VIP. Crap. And it is crap. It's just crap. The game's crap, okay? The demo at least saved me my $20. I didn't pre-order at $60. I didn't pre-order it, and I certainly wouldn't now. And even if for some bizarre reason, if for some bizarre reason, sorry, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, if for some bizarre reason EA or Origin or BioWare said, hey, play it for free, I still wouldn't. Because it's just not good. It's not interesting. I'm not invested in the story. You do get jumped in somewhere in the middle of the story, by the looks of things, with no tutorial or anything. But even then, there wasn't enough there for me to be like, oh, no, this seems interesting. It just doesn't seem interesting. And it's just all the same tropes that you get from these Destiny-style games. We get to the end of the mission level, and there's a really big boss that soaks bullets for a long time, and it has a load of ads that come out and try to make things a little bit more awkward. But the AI in the game is just so horrifically bad that in one of the streams you can see all my teammates get downed, and I've literally no opportunity to res them because the AI doesn't decide to come after... Well, some of it does decide to come after me, while the rest just middle around or walk around or seemingly look like they're still attacking the downed players. And then I tried to kite them away, and just all start milling around like they've not got much to do, and just go round and round in circles. I would like to be able to be positive. There's very little I can be positive about. The cool power-ups for the suits that we saw in the trailers and stuff don't look half as cool now. There seems to be some sort of graphical downgrade. The game doesn't look half as impressive as all the trailers and gameplay footage we originally saw. So there seems to have been some things removed. Maybe not permanently, but at least at the moment in the demo, there's just nothing to be positive about. And I'd really like to be positive. People seem to think that I just seem to hate on a lot of games. No, I'm old enough to know lots of good games and look forward to new good games, and a lot of things just seem to be done with very, very little effort, or maybe not. Effort maybe not be the right word, but not enough love and care. Like, they've got something there, but it's just not been done very well. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. But anyway, guys, that's early impressions from the demo. What we've got so far, I just don't really care. And 2 hours is allegedly enough time for Steam to decide whether you like a game or not. And I definitely don't. And it's disappointing because it's got a lot of the features of a game that I would like, but just the execution is just really, really bad. And I just did not have a good time. But anyway, if you want to watch the streams and see how I got on with it, by all means, feel free to do so. But I don't think I'll be doing it again because I'm just not interested. That's the problem. Just not interested. It's not interesting enough to bring me back, and it's just so buggy and awful right now that I really don't want to go back. Anyway, hopefully some better games come out this year. Hopefully. Or some games like Battlefield 5 and stuff have a few more bits of TLC applied so I can like fully recommend them rather than being like, if you like Battlefield, you might like it, but there's a lot of bugs. I just wish a lot of games would be ready for launch, but apparently that's a lot to ask these days.